Hi guys, welcome to Power Ridge Homestead. My name is Teresa. Welcome back. What I'm going to do today is I'm still doing some bread. So we're trying another no knead bread recipe. This has been sitting out for since about midnight last night. It's now about 3 in the afternoon. So we got 15 hours. And what I'm going to do now, so now that it's all nice and bubbly, I'm going to take it out of the pan, put it on the counter. I'm going to flatten it, fold it, roll it a little bit, get it back in my proofing bowl, and then I'll let that sit for about 2 hours. So let's take a look and see how we do on this. First off, though, we got to put some flour down on the counter because it's very, very sticky. All right, so you ready? Watch this. See all the bubbles? So we're going to take this a little bit here. And you can hear the bubbles as they burst a little bit. You don't want to break them too much, so you're being gentle with it. It's had a nice long ferment, so you'll get lots of bubbles, and you'll get that sourdough smell. There we go. Okay, so we want to put it right into the flour, and then what we're going to do is we're going to throw some flour on top. Because, as I said, it's very, very sticky. So we'll flatten it out. We're going to curl it over. And we're going to roll it into a slight ball. And just make it nice and taut. Look how fluffy that is. Okay, so we just want to pull it. Give it a bit of a pull. So you get a taut little ball like that. And then now what we're going to do is we're just going to take this and we're going to put it into the proofing bowl. Okay? Now I'm going to let this sit for another 2 hours in the bowl. And it should double in size. And then we're going to bake it. And that's going to be done again in the cast iron quart oven pot. Okay? So we'll leave that for 2 hours. Hey folks, 2 hours has gone by. I've already heated the pot in the oven, so we're good with that. And now I'm just going to take the flour, or the bread, and you can see it's double in size. So we're going to put it on parchment paper here, right out of the and yes, it's very moist, as you can see in my proofing bowl. To let this dry after. Oh my goodness, it's not sticking. Yes, it is. And I put some extra flour in here. So I just threw some flour in the proofing bowl. Oh, there we go. So I just threw some flour in the proofing bowl so that it wouldn't stick, but obviously it did stick. I'm just going to put a little bit of extra flour on here, just like so. And let me get the Dutch oven out of the oven. So I'm using my small Dutch oven. I don't think I need to use the bigger one. You have to, of course, use gloves because this is extremely hot. I preheated the oven at 450, and what I do is I put the Dutch oven in the oven as it's preheating. Then we're just going to take the corners of our bread. I take this up and we're going to put this in the Dutch oven. Very, very, very careful because, again, it is very, very hot. Now we want to take a blade. This is just a simple blade that you can buy. This came with a set that Cecil bought me. And I'm just going to cut about 1/2 inch deep around the dough. And what that will do is create, when the steam starts, it will create what's called an ear. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in the oven. This goes in at 450, like I had mentioned. We're not changing the temperature, but it goes in covered for 30 minutes. And then I'll take the cover off for 20 minutes. we're having chili for supper, so this will be a great bread for chili. All right, folks, the smell of home-baked bread. It's lovely. All right, so what we want to do, don't forget this is very hot. I'm just going to take this right out of the Dutch oven, and we're just going to put it right on the pan, and we're going to let this cool. See how nice and warm that is? This is perfect with this size Dutch oven. I think this is a 4-quart. Not sure. But there we go. Look at that. Crusty. Good sound. Listen to that. All right, so we want that to cool off before we cut into it. We're just going to give it some timing. So yeah, you definitely want to let this cool off before you cut it open. It's too soft inside right now for that. But we're going to have chili, which is what Cecil made a while ago. And we froze a Ziploc bag as well as canned some. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. And yeah, just chili and bread. So it's going to be good. I'll show you a picture.
Brand new. Go. Right now. All right, here we go. Look at this, boys. Ooh. Ooh. Oh! Did you hear that? Oh, steamy still. I'll just cut a couple slices.
Look at the steam.
It's perfect. Cooked right through, nice and crispy. Absolutely beautiful.
How does it smell?
Oh, it smells amazing. Oh, wow.
Can you smell the
Just
sour?
smell it, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Big time.
Well, that was a 15-hour ferment.
Wow.
There's a nice sour smell to it. That's great. All right, well, we got to let these cool off because they're just too hot.
Yeah, they're really hot.
Butter will melt right through them. So we're going to have chili now,
I'll get you a bowl.
bread, and we're good to go.